Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? I'm just gonna wait a little bit because I want to let people hop on. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi. Good morning in your time. I know it's Friday morning where you guys are. It is Thursday evening here in the States, so we're a little bit behind, but I'm sure we can make this work. I'm sure. So we'll give it just like a minute or two for anyone that is trying to hop on, and then we'll get started, okay? Hi, Taryn. How are you guys? Hi, Louise. You're here. So we're just gonna give it like maybe 1-2 more minutes. It's 8:32 p.m. our time on Thursday evening, so I like to usually give it about 3 or 4 minutes for people to hop on before I get started with content, just because, you know, internet difficulties and stuff. So Louise, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. We have, I just was at my son's parade in our local neighborhood. We have a fall fest, and so they have an annual festival, and they have a parade on Thursday evenings, and all of my sons play football, and they all got to ride in a float on the parade. So it was super cute. So hi, everyone's coming on. It's nice to see you guys so early on a Friday morning. Yeah. Yeah, it was super cute to see them riding on the float, and they were, you know, they just feel so full of themselves, you know, when they get to ride on the float, and it's like memories that they'll never get. I mean, how often do you get to ride on a float? I've never been on a parade float, so it's memories that they're creating, and I just love that. So anyway, you are so welcome. It is my pleasure. Okay, so it is now 8:34, and I think we can get started because I like to respect the people that showed up on time, because I feel like you showed up on time. Y'all knew I was going to be here at this time, and you came on, so we're just going to go ahead and get started, and everyone else is going to have to watch it on playback. So next time they'll know better and they'll come on time, all right? So I am a Reed Triplet. I am an Elite Green Status presenter with Unique, and I am so honored to be here with you guys. It is such an incredible opportunity to speak to you guys in Australia and wherever you're based. So it really just fills my heart to spend this time with you, and the fact that you want to hear what I have to say about selfies and videos just really fills my love tank all the way up to the top. So I wanted to come on and spend a little bit of time talking about what I do in my selfies and my videos to really present the best foot forward. And I want to start that. Thank you guys so much. I want to start that with saying this has been a journey for me, because when I first started with Unique 2 years ago, I had a cell phone and I had a bathroom, and I was just click, 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 and that's all I had. But I started to feel like Unique is a high-end cosmetics company, and our products are not exactly cheap. You know, they're not the Maybellines and the, you know, L'Oreals. We're up a little on a higher end brand. And so therefore I felt like my selfies and my videos needed to be higher quality. I'm not selling newspapers, I'm selling novels. So I needed to give a little bit more in my selfie game and in my video game in order to get that end result, which was somebody investing a little bit more in a mascara than they would maybe pay at their grocery store or somewhere else like that. So when I started my selfie game, I started it thinking I need to offer more because I'm charging more. And that's where this all came from. And it's been a journey. Like I said, I started in my bathroom with my cell phone, and I was just like many other presenters out there starting out. So what I'm gonna give you is all of the steps that I took from the bottom to the top, which is what you see here. This is what I would consider the top. This is the creme de la creme of setups. And I'm going to give you all the levels to get there because it's a journey. We're running a marathon, not a sprint. And I think that that's empowering because a lot of ladies just starting out might look at this and think, oh my God, I am never going to have that. Oh my God, I'm on a budget. I could never have that little setup. So I'm going to give you all of the little things that I did along the way to build up to this, okay? So give yourself a little time, give yourself a little patience, and work your way up to this, okay? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yes, okay. So now that we've talked about like the journey and how I got to this amazing setup, the first thing that I want to really talk about, the most important thing about your space is that it is clean, okay? It is so important that you have a setup and a backdrop that is behind you, that is not distracting, that is not taking away from what you're offering. And people are nosy. So if you're taking a video and selfies in your bathroom, people are trying to look at your dirty clothes. They want to see your mess because they're nosy. And so it just benefits you to find a little corner in your house that is clean and presentable. It's your business. Set yourself up with a tiny little space. I don't care if you live in a tiny little apartment, you can carve out a corner. I know they say nobody puts baby in the corner, but baby has to start somewhere, and I might have to start in a corner. Okay? So please, 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 no dirty clothes, no underwear, no wet towels, no business back here. Okay? At a minimum, just find a clean wall in your house and sit in front of a clean wall. There is no need for people to be seeing all your business. It's distracting. So that's my number one tip. Anytime you take a picture, anytime you do a video, make sure that whatever is behind you is clean and put together and presentable, even if it's only a solid wall. Okay? Nobody said you had to dedicate a specific studio, but people are nosy. So don't give them something to pay attention to. That you want them focused on you and what you're saying and what you're delivering, okay? Not anything else going on in the background. It should highlight what you're offering, not detract from it. Okay? So, like I said, we're going to move on to number 2. Like I said, this has been an evolution. I started out in my bathroom. I started out with my cell phone. And I understand that many women in Unique start on a budget. You know, you start out as white status, you start out as yellow status, maybe pink, maybe you get yourself to blue. The truth is, even blue is still a budget-based income. And so I want to give you some of the lower end ways to elevate your business first, right? Are you guys with me? Okay. So the most number one, after clean space behind you, the second most important element is lighting. 100%, it's clean space behind you and lighting. Those are the two powerhouses to get good videos and selfies, okay? And as I say that, my lighting is getting weird and I'm turning yellow. Like I got jaundice. All right, so y'all have to forgive that. I don't know why it's being weird. So, lighting. The most number one way to get good lighting is using the best free thing available to you, and that is God's gift of the sun. Natural lighting is life. Natural lighting is the best, okay? But it's not just straight on direct sunlight. It's that slightly out of focus light from a window. I've always noticed that my selfies look best out of a car because the light is shining around and then it's just illuminating the rest of me naturally, okay? So not direct sunlight. You don't want a spotlight on your face from the sun. But if the sun is setting, that's when they call, photographers call the sun setting as the golden hour. It is the best time of day to get good lighting outside. So if you are stuck and you're like, I need good lighting, and it's like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, just go outside. The natural light is gonna give you everything you need in that moment, okay? So free lighting is best. I have a window in my studio that is I just love this window, and so that's where I take all my selfies from when I'm taking my selfies using the natural light of the sun, is when in this window, I open up the blinds and the sun is not shining directly in, but it's kind of off to the side. So the light just, it perfectly casts onto my face to highlight the makeup and everything else that I'm doing, okay? So listen, you don't need fancy schmancy stuff. Just use the resources that are available to you via clean space and the natural sun, because the sun's not going away, so you got no excuses, okay? If you've got bad lighting, it's because you're not doing what I just told you to do. Moving forward, everybody knows, we're all agreed, you got the sun, and as long as you got the sun, you can take good pictures. Now, I know you're thinking, but Marie, what about at night? What about in the winter when the sun sets early? Or what about in the morning and I take my pictures at 5 a.m. because I have to go to work? Okay, I got you. I did not forget that the sun only shines for 10 hours a day. I did not forget that. The next level, all right, we're going to move up because somebody's going to be investing in their business and somebody's going to say, it's time for me to level up, okay, like Mario, do. All right, we're leveling up. Level 2 is what I call a selfie ring light, and that's what I would recommend searching for it on Amazon. You guys have Amazon, right? Please tell me you have Amazon. I hope you have Amazon or eBay. I bet you could find it on eBay or whatever like search engines you have where you can shop regularly. Just search selfie ring light. And this one is what I really like. It's called a selfie ring light. It's battery powered, so you can take it on and off and you don't have to charge it. You just put batteries in it. But it's like a chip clip. Here in the States, we have something called a chip clip for the bags of potato chips. I know lingo is different in Australia, and so if you don't call them potato chips, I don't know what to say. So, you know, snack foods like popcorn, you know what popcorn is. Okay, we're good. A bag full of snacks, when you want to keep it fresh, you put a clip on top, right? So it's like that. I'm getting so basic with you guys because I don't know the lingo. This is exactly what I use, and it's a light, and it's battery powered, and it's got a little button, and it has 3 different like settings. It gets like light, medium, and like extra light. So it just clips right onto your cell phone like that, and it lights you up anywhere you are. It's perfect, okay? All right, you guys say potato chips. Good, good. All right, I'm not like that out of whack with what your lingo is. I feel like I should have had a lesson in lingo before we had this training call, but y'all just gonna have to figure it out. Just understand that I'm from the States and we do things weird over here. Okay, so this cost me in American dollars about $30. So it's not a big investment. It is something for you to say, okay, I'm ready to like do a little more, okay? This cost me about 30 US dollars. So just so you know, and I got it on Amazon, but I bet you could find it anywhere. If you just Google, do you have Google? Yes, bring me some Australian treats. I would love that. Oh my gosh, I would love you forever. I know you have Google. Google's everywhere. It's the #1 search engine. Just Google selfie ring light and you'll find this kind. You saw my picture. This is the one. All right. So this was my next level. All right. So once you got those kind of things, then it's time to really think about getting serious, okay? And maybe investing a little bit more money in your business. Now, don't forget, all of these investments are tax write-offs. So everything that I'm suggesting to you is just something that you wait until you get your pink, your blue, your green bonus check and then invest. Or, you know, sell a couple of kudos, then invest. Don't feel like you have to come out of pocket. Use your business income to support the growth of your business, right? Just reinvest in yourself over and over and over again. I'm sure you guys have learned about that. All right. So the next thing that I got, my hubby, my amazing hubby, I'm going to take this off of my little setup really quick so you guys can see. My amazing hubby bought me a ring light. And a ring light is, I'm going to turn this around really quick this way. Okay. So you can see it sitting right over there. It's a circular light. It's about 14 inches in diameter. Okay. So that is a ring light, and that was my next level. I also have a Canon 70D DSLR camera and some spotlights here that have umbrellas on them that I like to use when I'm using my DSLR because I use this for my YouTube videos. I don't really use it for, you can't use it for Facebook Live, but I use it for my YouTube videos. So again, that's an uber big expensive purchase for your business. I think it cost me $1,200, but I saved for it. I saved for it, and then I got that thing, okay? I got these lights here on Amazon. I got a set of 3 with umbrellas, and they're adjustable on the stand. I think this cost me $40 for 3, and this cost me, this was a gift from my husband, but I think it ended up costing about 80 US dollars for this ring light. And all of those things are purchases that I bought as I leveled up. So while I've got my phone off of my setup, I just want to show you guys I talked about having a clean setup, right? See how pretty this is? This is what you could see from my live. Like when my camera was set up, this is all you could see. But listen, reality, this is reality. So I got a vendor event on Saturday. I got products that I'm trying to package up for customers. I got empty boxes here. Like this is real life right here. But my customers don't see this. My customers don't see my hot mess express. It's off to the side, out of the way. But y'all know reality sets in, okay? So while I have it off the thing again, I want to show you one more thing. So this is my backdrop now, okay? And I talked about just finding a wall. Before I had the wall, I had this thing here that I now have. Sorry, I'm getting close to it. I want to show you guys really quick. I have this thing here that I made. I went to the local home supply store where they, sell home goods. And I got some wood planks and some fabric and some hinge joints. See, this is like hinge joints. And I put together this little backdrop. And I picked my own fabrics. This is one side here. I'll show you the other side. Is like a lacy kind of fabric. Okay. And I just made this. This is when I first started. It cost me about $100. It's an accordion style. It's actually a lot bigger than you can see here in the live, but I keep it closed up now because I don't need it. But I made this myself, and it cost me about $100 American dollars to make. I felt all crafty and Martha Stewart-like. And it was two-sided, so I could put whatever side I wanted based on what I was doing. And now it's just sitting over here in the corner doing nothing. You can see it folds up pretty close. It's actually very convenient for small spaces. So if you live in an apartment or a condo, something like this that folds up is really convenient. And I made it myself so I could customize the fabrics. And then on top of customizing the fabrics, I could buy other fabrics to just hang over the top, like shower curtains or any other kind of fabric that I really liked. I could just hang over the top and create a totally different backdrop each and every time. Okay, so that was a fun thing that I made that I wanted to share with you guys. And just for the record, this is not a wallpaper. I know somebody just said, I love your wallpaper. This is not a wallpaper, this is a stencil. This is paint. I hand painted this with the blood and sweat and tears of my life. This is a stencil. I painted the wall gray, and then I got a metallic paint, and I made the stencil over the wall. And so then I have this wall here with the stencil, a plain gray wall, a purple wall, and then this is my vanity set up here. So let's move into that really quick. I know I have so much for you guys. I'm sorry. I could talk for hours. So this is my vanity setup. Let me move my chair out of the way so you can see it. So this is my vanity setup. Now we've talked about lighting, and those lights right there, you can see they're slightly different in colors. That's one of the other things that I wanted to mention to you guys. Daylight light bulbs are life. They are life. They are everything that you've ever needed in your business. So if you are working with a vanity like this, they're a little bit expensive. I think that they were $12 American dollars per light bulb for the daylight ones, which are the brightest white ones you see, like right here and right here. These two, these were the daylight ones, and each one of these were like $13. So I paid almost $100 in lighting. And then these little ones right here are just regular, because I found that when I had all daylight lights, it washed me out too much. So I just put some regular vanity lights in between to help lower the light level so that it wasn't washing out my face. You know, you got to make sure that your face can be seen. And then obviously this is my vanity. This was my biggest investment that I made in my business. It's a Hollywood style vanity with, just so you guys can see, with retractable drawers that kind of like shut on their own. And yeah. So when I'm doing my videos, here's another great cheap trick. This right here, can you see this little bad boy right here? I got this at, here in the States, we have a store called Marshall's. But you could buy it online or Walmart or Target. I don't know if you guys have any of those stores there, but it's basically a GPS holder, and my phone just sits right here. And it's a suction cup holder that sticks to any window or any mirror, and it's got an adjustable arm here, so you see how you can move it up and down, and then it's got a swivel top. So I can put my phone right into that spot, and then I can do whatever I need to do, okay? So that is pretty much like everything that I have. Let me turn. Oh, that's my face, sorry. So that is pretty much like all of the different things that I have that are levels on levels, right? Like you build levels, you add, you add, you add. You keep investing in your business, you keep leveling up your game. You don't have to start at running 100 miles an hour. You can start with the free things. And then as you start earning money in your business, you can add more things to that, okay? So I still have a couple more things. You guys with me? I feel like I've been talking for a while. Are we still okay to talk for another like 5 or 10 minutes? Give me some hearts if you guys are okay to like chill with me for a little bit longer. Okay. So we've pretty much talked about like equipment, and I did talk about those daylight bulbs. Those are good. I want to talk about apps. So if you have an iPhone or an Android, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite apps. And actually what I'll do after this is I'll just screenshot my apps into the comments so that you guys can see the apps that I use. So my number one favorite video editing app is called Video Shop, and I use an iPhone and I have an iPad, so I use all Apple products for my apps. I don't use Android, so if you're on an Android, I can't really help you, but I'll just give you what I use, okay? Video Shop is the best app, the easiest, user-friendly app that I've found. It allows you to speed up a video. It allows you to slow down a video. It allows you to add your voice into the video, or you could add music. It allows you to put text on the video, and it really is very user-friendly for beginners. And I've been using it for a little while, and I think it probably cost me $3, $3 US dollars. Do I have to keep saying US dollars? At this point, you guys probably know I mean US dollars, okay? So it cost me $3, and it is an amazing app, Video Shop, and it allows you to like splice a video, and then you can like trim it down, and then you can add another video to it. And if you've watched any of my videos, you've watched how I like speed them up, and it's like boom, 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 and then it's got words, and then it's got music, and all of that happens with this amazing app called Video Shop. And I can literally jam out a 1-minute video in about 15 minutes of my life. So, I mean, besides the record time. The record time takes however long it takes me, but the actual production part of it, I can probably do in 15 minutes. So, listen, if you're working on a time schedule, 15 minutes is a good, like a small amount of your day, all right? My next favorite app for collages is called Moldive, M-O-L-D-I-V. I'll say that again. M like Mary, O like octopus, L like lima bean, D like dog, I like igloo, and V like victory. Okay, Moldive. And I just absolutely love that video, or that app, because it's got a ton of different collage options. It's got an overlay option. It's got a nice, it's got a lot of filters, a lot of fun filters. So I'm not a big fan of filtering my makeup posts, but I love filtering like, oh, it's just me and my kid at lunch. Like, I'm gonna filter that all day. Okay, because usually I ain't got any makeup on. All right, so that's my number one video editing app and my number one collage photo app. Let me think, what other apps do I use that you guys might really like? I'll screenshot I'll screenshot my apps, and then it's not even a problem. You go in and you look at them. I don't want to take up too much time for that, okay? I've got 2 more things, and then I'm rolling out because I know I'm data dumping on you guys hardcore. All right, so we've talked about setup. We've talked about equipment. We've talked about apps. Let's talk about actually getting the right angle, okay? Everybody's got a different angle, and everybody likes their face a certain way, right? Like, this is my good side. This is not my good side because I don't know what my nose is doing here, but you see it's like trying to reach out and grab you all the way in Australia. I don't love that. I don't love that, right? So this is my good angle. You have to take a little bit of time looking at yourself. You have to say, what parts of my face are my favorite, right? Like, don't feel like you're judging. You're not picking yourself apart. Don't say, what don't I like about my face? Say, what parts of my face are my favorite, right? You see how they're 2 different mindsets? One is negative. One is saying something's wrong with me. And one is saying, what do I like best? Okay? So they're 2 different mindsets. One is empowering and one is not. Okay, so look at your face and think to yourself, what do I like the best about my face? And then just try to accent that every single time. So and then also, if you notice, my phone is a little up and then tilted forward. That's because that's the skinnier angle, first of all, in case you didn't know. You look skinnier when the phone is up and down. And second of all, I do almost all my eye makeup video tutorials from this angle. And this is why. When the camera is up and down, when I'm going in with my makeup brush, the makeup brush is not getting in the way. Do you see how I can put this brush right here, but you can still see all the work that I'm doing, right? If my angle, and I'm just gonna do this really quick just so you can see. If my angle was a little bit lower and I was trying to do this, do you see how my brush is kind of like distracting you? So it's very deliberate. Because I want my brush to not distract people. I want people to see the actual work that I'm doing. And if I was here, they wouldn't get the same level of understanding, right? Because we're teaching people. All right, so now we understand a little bit about angles. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is how to get the perfect selfie. And one of my best tricks, and you guys are gonna love me for this. You're gonna love me so much. I'm only sharing you with this with you because I love you and because I believe that everyone should have a chance to have the best selfie ever. You are never gonna find somebody to take your picture in a way that you like. You are the only one that's gonna get that good shot, okay? So I stopped asking people. I stopped like, hey babe, can you take my picture really quick because I'm holding this product, okay? You need hands-free photos. The best way for me in my business to get hands-free photos without burdening anybody around me is to do it through a video. So on my iPhone, all I do is I take a video, I turn it on video mode, and then I will grab my little product. I'll get my good side with my highlight on bling, and I'll get my little product, and I'll give them the old sultry eyes, and I'm on video, okay? So because I'm on video, I'll pause. 3, 2, 1, boom. Then I'll go back and I'll watch the video and I'll screenshot that spot. Mind blown. You are welcome. You're welcome. That trick is gonna save you 80 selfies, okay? You can take a 30-second video, you can make sure that you're right, you got both hands free, okay? And then you just go back later and you screenshot it. Good. Good. You guys feeling good? You feeling fired up? You ready to do some good videos? Because I'm excited to see them. All right. So, here's it. Here's it. We're at the end. We're at the very end. I know I've taken up a lot of your time, and I'm so sorry to really burden you guys with this such a long video, but it's a lot of good information. The last thing that I want to leave with you before I roll out is that it does not matter if you have the best lighting. It does not matter if you're working with the best cell phone, if you have the best apps, if you have the prettiest face on the planet. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't trust that you have something good to offer in this business, you will never be taking the best photos. You will never be taking the best videos. You have to drink your own Kool-Aid and believe that you are beautiful and believe that you have something amazing to give in this business and believe that there are people out there that want to see your gorgeous frickin' face, okay? I used to be the person that I had to review every photo that was ever taken of me before it was posted online. Because I was so insecure. Because I didn't know what was going on. I was so insecure, okay? You have to let go of that. I stopped reviewing any photos. When my friends take pictures of me, they'll say, do you want to see it? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Because you know what? That's what I really look like in that moment. That's who I am. That's my face. And I love it unconditionally. And that's what you need to be sipping on too. You need to be sipping on that unconditional love for yourself. And the sooner you start drinking that and believing that, the sooner your business is going to blossom and you're going to explode with videos and selfies and you're going to start making a name for yourself. Stop being your own worst critic. Okay? Just stop. Nobody needs that. The world's got enough critics, and you do not have to be your own worst critic. You should be your #1 cheerleader. All right? That is it. That's all the information I had, so I really hope you guys found it helpful. I can't wait to see all the beautiful selfies and videos that you come up with. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to shoot me a message. I'm always happy to be there for you. Chanel, thank you for letting me come into your group. It has been, my heart is so full for being a part of your team, and I love you, and I hope you all have a beautiful, fantastic Friday. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.